Hi everyone, today we will learn how to shade an ear using charcoal. It is a very simple topic. First, we need to draw an accurate outline. We must get used to a certain rules so that the shading comes out correct. The outline must be accurate. Some people treat the ear as a member of the portrait, and do not appreciate the importance of it like the rest of the members. This is a wrong belief, because it shows the artist's ability to feel the lights. In fact, what highlights the ear are the areas of shadow and light. The tools used in the video are a soft charcoal pencil, a blending stump, and you can use medical cotton for the ear, brushes of more than one size, charcoal powder, and charcoal eraser. The first thing I usually start with is the background of the drawing, especially if there are dark parts so that I can control the darkness of the rest of the drawing. So, as you can see, after I brush an area of charcoal, I start to fix it with the blending stump. The question here is, why do I use the blending stump and not the brush even though I use it later? Because I want to fix the charcoal in place. I do not want to blend the charcoal and create multiple shadow degrees. This is what the brush achieves. After that, I start working with the brush on the shadow of the ear that is on the neck. We will emphasize again the information of working on the elements around the main element before working on the main element so that I can control the degrees of shadow and I do not have to go back and shade all the dark places again. After working with charcoal, I use the brush and charcoal powder if I need different shadow degrees. And if I need dark degrees, I use charcoal pencil. And if I need to blend it but only in dark degrees, I use the blending stump. And if I need to stay at the same degree, it is not necessary to blend the charcoal. This is determined by the texture of the element, and its shadow degrees. And if I need light shadow degrees, I can use the brush without adding any powder. It is just a gradual circular motion. The ear is composed of areas of shadow and light. So, when I start shading its details, I start with the dark areas by spreading charcoal powder with the brush, and gradually darkening the darker areas with charcoal pencil and blending with the brush again. Usually, the dark areas in the ear are 4 places. Search for them and start determining their location and shading them first. Then, start connecting the dark areas one by one. This will create shadow degrees between them, which are halftones. And in most cases, we will need to go back over all the dark areas because they will lighten after blending. Anything I work on with the brush, its color becomes faint and not saturated with charcoal as it was before. This is because the brush draws out some of the charcoal on the paper. So, this area needs to be darkened again. You can keep a piece of paper with you that you always use after you take the charcoal with the brush and rub it on the paper so that it is not concentrated in the brush. Your use of the type and size of the brush is based on the area you are working on. This means that if you work with a small brush on a large area, there will be spots and it will take a lot of time and effort to spread the charcoal. And if you work with a large brush on a small area, you will spread more charcoal than is needed in that area. Therefore, the appropriate brush must be chosen for each area. After I finish the stage of distributing light and shadow, I use the eraser to create areas of light or light hours. And it helps me to make pores or hair. This gives the drawing realism. A simple information about charcoal is that it is a fine powder produced by burning wood or other organic materials. It has been traditionally used in drawing for centuries and offers a wide range of effects, from fine lines to rich dark shading. Advantages of charcoal powder. Variety. Charcoal powder allows you to create a wide range of marks and textures, from fine lines to dark shading. Ease of use. Charcoal powder can be easily used with a variety of tools, such as brushes, sponges, and your fingers. Cost. Charcoal powder is a relatively inexpensive material, making it a great option for beginner artists. Variety. Charcoal powder comes in a variety of grades, from light to dark, allowing you to create a wide range of effects. Disadvantages of charcoal powder. Mess. Charcoal powder can be messy, so it is important to work in a well-ventilated area and wear old clothes. Difficulty of control. Charcoal powder can be difficult to control, which may make it difficult to use for novice artists, but in the coming lessons we will learn to avoid problems as much as possible and draw professionally. I hope you benefited from today's lesson. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.